Guys, I have a dilemma. Well, actually, firstly, welcome to the video. That was rude. Basically, I have just reread the first few series of the ACOTAR, A Court of Thorns and Roses series by Sarah J. Maas. Obviously, everyone knows and loves. I should have vlogged it, and I don't know why I didn't, and that was so stupid. So, I'm thinking I might do like a little roundup of my thoughts so far with the series, and then I'm gonna vlog the novella A Court of Frost and Starlight, I think it is, and the fourth book as well, because I'm just about to start reading them. Why didn't I vlog it? It's so annoying. But yeah. Damn. Okay, so I have to be quite quick with this because I'm running out of storage on my phone. But thoughts. So I didn't remember all of the plot, but I did remember, spoilers by the way, spoiler warning, that she didn't end up with Tamlin. And I was waiting for, now I should have looked up how to say all the names because I've only ever said them in my head. Rysand. Well, I was waiting for him to come in, and I couldn't believe, like, it just shows how good the writing is, because when I reread those first scenes with him in, I was like, how the hell is she gonna end up liking this guy? So I was desperate to get to the second book because I remembered the first one the most. Then the second book, yeah, I knew they were gonna, like, it was gonna be the tension about whether she was gonna start falling in love with Rysand and like leave Tamlin and blah blah blah. So I was just trying to flick through as fast as I could through the boring bit at the beginning. Anyway, got to when she goes to the, oh, there's a squirrel in my garden. Yeah, when Rysand like takes her away on like the bargain and stuff, and I was like, oh my god, yes. So I loved all of that. Like, I literally devoured the second book. Like, I'd forgotten about when he'd hidden like the secret city that's like amazing and showed his true colours, and his group of friends. Like, I love the characters, I love the group of friends, I love the fact they're all different, Moore and Cassian, and their little like humour bits as well. Oh yeah, love it. And then third book, all leading up to the big battle, I was so glad, you know, that everyone got a happy ending. Like, I just love a happy ending. I know that sometimes like that's a bit boring and you're like, you need a bit of something, someone to die. Well, I guess like her dad did die, but I didn't really care about him, no offense. I couldn't believe everyone survived. Like, what the hell? I kind of guessed that like when, see, Rysand, but I want to say Rhys when I shorten it, died. I was like, surely not. But I did think Amryn might die. I thought like if she died, that would make sense. So yeah, I was surprised when they all came back. Also, her name, right, in the book they mention how it's like 2 syllables and they sound out like Feyre, but the whole time I've been reading the series, in my head I've been saying it's Faye. So now I can't say that name any other way apart from Faye. It sounds weird. So she's just Faye to me, and I feel like I'm gonna get rinsed because I've never watched a video of like someone else's thoughts on the books or like heard anyone say the characters' names out loud, but I think I'm saying that wrong. But yeah, it was a bit confusing though when they met with all the High Lords. That is just like a random thought that I just had, because I was thinking like, oh, do I have any other opinions on the High Lords? Like, obviously Tamlin, don't like him, and Beren. But like when they talk about Helion and stuff like that, I was getting confused with people actually. Oh, Moore, I'd completely forgotten about her liking girls. I want to see if she ends up with someone, who she ends up with. And now I'm confused because obviously Elaine is, like, her mate is Lucian, but now Asriel seems to really like her. I can't decide who I want. Like, I think I would prefer Asriel, but obviously the mating thing, I'm intrigued to see how that's going to work out. I'm not really sure what this next novella is about, and no one seems very keen on it on Goodreads. I need to stop reading the reviews on Goodreads before I actually read something, because it does taint my opinion. I'm about to read that now, so I'm going to go start reading the novella. I'll be back with my thoughts. Right, okay, so far not much has happened. What have we gathered? People are struggling to keep the peace. Knew that was going to be a thing. I've just got to where Faye is trying to convince Nesta to come to the meal, and I thought we were going to get more of her and Cassian, so hopefully we do see more of that. Nesta, like, I'm trying to understand where she's coming from. I do want to like see her side. I think I do see her side. I like characters that are a bit, they have a temper. But yeah, I'm like, how are they going to work this out? I didn't expect that she would have gone off and was living somewhere else now, like by herself. I want to see more of Lucian and Elaine, because at the minute we only have Asriel and Elaine. Oh, then Cassian went to visit like this shop and he bought supplies for like the Illyrian. How do I say that? Illyrian. Anyway, the armies, the people up there in the camp, because the storm's coming in, and he met this girl whose father had died in the war, so she's taken over his shop. And I was like, where's she gonna come into this? Because she seems like a cool character. Who else? Oh, like Faye and her painting. That's all we've really got so far. There's not really much action. I think this one might just be like a filler, so to update you on where they all are in their lives. I'm happy for this to just be not the boring bits, but like updating me on where they all are. I'm happy. They deserve some downtime. Okay, quick update. I'm just loving the part where they're all exchanging their presents, like for the solstice thing. Seeing the different presents that they get each other, and like they had the running joke that like Moore is really rubbish at like buying presents and stuff. It's just funny seeing like what they all got each other. The fact that like Amryn like has just been given loads of jewels, and yeah, I'm loving this bit. I feel like I'm sinking down more and more each time. Let me take these off. I've just carried on reading. I have this theory and I wanted to voice it, just, you know, so record of me thinking it. You know how every time they go to the Court of Nightmares, Eris is there from the Autumn Court, and he's the one who left Moore. Everyone hates him, they think he's horrible, but there's like glimpses of them saying maybe he's not as bad as they think he is. I think there's going to be some big reason that he had to leave her, and he actually did it to like protect her in some way, and that actually he's like a really good guy. I don't know. Is that... Maybe they're already hinting at it and that's not like a groundbreaking theory, but I don't think Eris is as bad as he's being made out to be. That is what I wanted to say. Oh my god, the state that Tamlin is in. Like, I do know that he deserves it, but I'm feeling a bit bad now. Like, but he deserves it, doesn't he? I can't decide, you know, but I didn't expect that. For everywhere to like be deserted. Damn, that's karma. I'm not feeling Lucian and Elaine. I know he's trying really hard, but I'm just not seeing it. And like, I know they're mated and stuff, but to be honest, neither of them have ever been like my favourite characters, and I'm just not invested in that. Like, I'm not sure that's gonna last. Sorry, hun. Get finished. I'm finished. Okay, are they gonna end up having a baby? Because like right at the end they were really strongly hinting about that, about how they were ready for a child, blah blah blah. And I feel like this could be like a Twilight situation, just, you know, that's not the only like books where they have a baby, but you know what I mean. I think it's on the horizon. I think children are coming. Do you think, well, like, I haven't looked at what the next book is about. Considering I've just read the selection, I have in my mind that maybe it's like their children that we follow now, maybe. Or, well, the boy who the bone carver, like, turned out to be. I quite enjoyed this little novella, you know. I enjoyed the fact that there was no fighting, really. It was just happy families. Well, kind of, not necessarily. It was very wholesome. I didn't need that conflict and then resolution. No, I was just happy for them to all poodle along, doing their thing. It was good. Okay, so now I'm going to start on the fourth one. Oh my god. Should I make predictions? I feel like a few of the others need to pair up with someone. Like, obviously we've got like Faye and like Rysand like together, happy, yeah. But there isn't another solid couple. That needs to happen, I think. Or I think that's what... Maybe we'll see some of that. Like, even if it's about the children, hopefully we get to see about another couple. I want people to get their happy endings. Okay, let's go. Oh, I'm like ready for bed now. I've got my brownie and my peanut butter, which I've been eating. So, initial thoughts. So basically, the book is about Nesta. I've now realised. Oh, I feel so bad for her, you know. To be fair, she is saying some horrible things, but oh, I just feel bad. She's really gone down a bit of a spidey hole, hasn't she? Is it spiral? A spider? You know what I mean? I'm really enjoying this, by the way, like being able to talk as if there's someone else here. I feel like it's like talking to a friend about a book while I'm reading it, even though there's no one here. But it's just making it a lot more fun. Okay, they've just given her like the ultimatum. Surely there's no way she's gonna let them do this. I mean, obviously, like, for the plot of the book, it makes sense that this is what she'll be doing. How are they gonna get her to agree to this? Like, I just don't see this happening. She has agreed, kind of. She's not really doing the training, but she kind of is. Have another theory. You know, when the steps, when like she's trying to make it a bit further down, then she has to like crawl back up. I have a feeling that like by the end of the book, she'll get to the bottom of the stairs and she's made it, and then she realizes that like she doesn't actually need to go into the town anymore. You know what I mean? Like, just as she makes it, she's gonna realize that actually she doesn't need that escape. Just thought I'd say. Oh, okay, cute things have happened. She's trying to get like the priestesses to train and stuff. That is just like, I'm really warming up to her, like, because I can see how she's just finding it hard around people that she already knows, because she's got all this like background with her family and stuff, and like, you know, when you just got so much anger and like hatred and trauma and whatnot, and like she can't get past it. Like, I can see how she's ended up how she is, and this is just so lovely. Like, the nice side of her is coming out, and the fact that like she's friends with the house, like, and the fact that they're bonding over books, her and the girls that are coming to train. Oh, this whole thing is just like warming my heart. Okay, wait, that's a bit close up for this revelation. So I wasn't quite right with my prediction that it's going to be about the children, but we do have a baby on the way. What did I say? I said there was going to be a baby, and what comes along? A little pregnancy announcement. And the thing with like the baby having the wings, how similar to Twilight is that? Like, did I write this book? Like, am I a psychic? I was so pleased with those predictions. I wonder if like the baby will be born in this book. I kind of want to see it wrapped up with like a happy ending and like an okay birth. I hope she does survive. Okay, so she just about nearly got killed by doing the stone thing. Well, not killed, but it brought back the dreams, and then Cassian had to come in and help, and which is cute. That thing, like them two together, is cute. But it's just made me think, which I forgot to say before, but you know, when they've all realised that, okay, they're after this like mask now and the other things that were hidden. I know they've come up with this excuse that they couldn't use them in the last war instead of the book, because it had this like glamour on it that made people forget that they were looking for it or whatever. But I feel like they've just kind of had to struggle to come up with a reason for them to be fighting in this book. Like, I was just a bit like, they've come up with this for the plot, but I didn't buy it that they couldn't have used that before. Do you know what I mean? Maybe I'm being a bit harsh. But anyway, she's just about to set off to like try and find it. They've worked out that it's in the bog. But her and Cassian, they've had a few moments now. I'm rooting for them. Nesta and Cassian. That just went from 0 to 100. What is going on? Oh, I do love when we have the first kiss in the book. Okay, I'm like fully in bed now, so all the updates are going to be from this. I just got to this Urid place, the bog, and it sounds gross. Oh shit, they've got Asriel. This is bad. This is bad. He's been shot. Sorry, I can't speak too loud because I don't want to wake everyone up, but I didn't think things would go bad so quick. Kay's left Nesta on a brunch, and we just know she is not going to stay there. Our girl is going to try and get involved and try and save the day. Something's going to happen. Yep. What did I say 2 seconds ago? She's just gone down from the tree. Okay, this is my update. It's now the next day, and I carried on reading last night, and I've got to like make notes or anything or update you as I was going along because I was just so into it. Trying to remember what happened now. So Nesta made the sword and the dagger with her magic. She's just found out that she made them because they voted on whether or not to tell her. And then Cassian's like let that slip and told her that Amren voted against her. And now she's like gone down to the bottom of the stairwell. She's finally made it to the bottom of the stairs, and she's going straight to Amren's flat. And like, I predicted that wrong because I thought she'd get to the bottom like when she finally didn't, you know, need to be out of the house anymore. And she's going on a full-on rampage, and I'm like, oh, this is gonna end badly. The drama. She's just told Faye about the baby that's gonna kill her when it's born. She really shouldn't have done that. Oh god. Oh no, it's all gonna go downhill from her. And I like Nesta. Like, I want her to do well. I mean, to be fair, the others shouldn't have kept it from Faye either. Poor thing. She's just hurting, but this is when shit hits the fan. Oh, I forgot another thing that happened last night when the others confronted Rysand and said that they think he should be High King because he's got the sword and the stuff now. And doesn't that just make him like 10 times more attractive? Okay, Cassian has taken Nesta to the woods. And you know when two characters are on a mission or they're like going to be stuck in the woods for a few days, it's like, okay, new day, new read along with me. I'm just like cuddled up on the sofa. I read it on a bit from last time and actually it's like way more sad than I thought it was gonna be. Like, I was all excited that they were going into the woods together and blah blah blah, but she's actually like really suffering really bad, so I'm feeling bad for her. You know what, it's taking me back to D&V times. I don't know if you're not in the UK, you might not know what that is, but it's like when you're at school you can go on this thing which is meant to be like team building and skills for life, and you have to go and do a trek and then camp out in the woods and stuff. And basically that's the only experience I have of carrying a huge rucksack on my back for like a long time. I'm just like picturing that. But this is obviously way harder in the book. Yeah, so that's where I'm at so far. Oh, it's like all coming out now and Cassian's like being there for her, which is good. Now you can see so much of like why she is the way that she is. Oh my god, okay, so they've gone to get the harp from the prison. They were having such a cute moment. Cassian was like, I'll always be your friend, Nesta. And I was like, oh. And then of course, like they come out the thing and the doors open and thing that like Cassian put away is like now out. They're fighting. There's like, it's mid-fight scene. I just had to have a little breather. And the Thingers asked her what she named her sword, and then she told her that it was Ataraxia. And I'm like really curious to know what that is now. Like I feel like that's going to come out at some point. It's going to be like a important thing, you know. But yeah, I want to know what that means. Okay, there's the dance coming up, which I love when there's like a dance scene in any book. They really do something for me. So Eris is like really taken with Nesta, which obviously was the plan, but I'm like, you go girl. She's just been doing this dance where she's like spinning like one after another, and I know how hard that is because like, I've tried to do that like when I tried out for one of the pom teams on cheer, and it is like ridiculously hard. I could not even do like one pirouette thing and she's there doing like 10 million. Wow, it just really makes me want to go to a dance. Like I really want to get like dressed up in like a proper ball gown thing, long dress, and like go to a dance. Just daydreaming here. And then Cassian's interrupted because he couldn't bear the sight of her dancing with someone else. These are all just like such, you know, like classic moments. I just love them anyway. Like I would never get bored of reading this. Just give me it in 20 different books, one after another, and I'd still be happy. Very much enjoying myself right now. Oh, it's so nice that now this time when they're having their winter solstice meal, like compared to in a novella. Oh, it's just really nice that she's actually come. And really cute of her to go to that Asriel when he's standing in the corner. But I'm wondering about him, you know. Like what is, I'm sorry, but let's just have a moment to talk about this. What is going on with him and having a love interest? Because I'm very confused. To start off with, it was Maul, then it was Elaine, then it was Gwyn, and I'm like confused. It's not even up to him to pick one. Obviously, it's up to them, but I don't know where my loyalty's lie, and I don't know who I want to picture him being with. Would it be too cliche if he ended up with Elaine? But then would that be like a good plot twist because she's already got a mate? But is there more of a connection because like he was the one that saved Gwyn? But then are they gonna just say that he's that quickly got over 500 years of like pining for more? I'm just confused. I just need some clarity and direction because we've got loads of small glances and like stuff going on. I'm like, who's he glancing at? Okay, just pick one. Cassian essentially just got a little Amazon nest thing like with the music. It's very cute, but it is just like reminding me of that, like a little Alexa basically. Okay, they've just had a big fight. You know who I mean, Nesta and Cassian. I mean, she kind of said that she promised him forever, which he did bring up, and fair play, she did say that. So I feel like their argument was like unnecessarily huge. But basically the chapter just ended. She was like, oh, tomorrow I'm gonna make sure that I make it right with him and I'm gonna go and speak to him and blah blah blah. And I was like, if that's not foreshadowing something bad happening, I don't know what is. So I haven't carried on reading because I'm trying to mentally prepare for like what is about to happen. Is he gonna turn up injured or something? I don't know. But I've just stopped because I was like, this isn't gonna end well. But like against their will, that's so bad. And the fact that no one can go in to get them. And they've already been through like such traumatic things. That is literally just like hell on earth. Oh, the bracelets are coming in handy. Oh, so glad about that. I've read quite a lot since last time. So basically I've read all of when they're actually out in the woods. It was going back and forth between her and Cassian, because obviously Cassian was going after Eris. Kept switching back and forth points of views, and every time I went to Cassian I was like, nope, sorry, but I'm only interested in Nesta right now. Like, I wanted to be back in the woods with them. But yeah, I've just got to the like what I think is getting towards the end. Cassian's just turned up, but like obviously he's not himself. He's trying to fight against it, but he's like under the spell. So yeah, it's all very tense and it's all kicking off. But like, I didn't really update during the foresty bit. I was just too into it, to be honest. I didn't want to like break my reading flow. But yeah, I think I'm like near the end now. Oh, she's just had the baby. And of course, like, it was Nesta that came to save the day, as we all knew it would be. But yeah, for a while there I was like, how are they going to play this? Honestly, how stupid was it of them to make that pact that they would like die at the same time? Anyway, I wouldn't have thought Rysam would be so stupid, but love makes fools of people, hey? I like the fact that they've had the baby and it's survived. Yeah, I like happy endings. Well, I've got a few more pages left, but surely like nothing bad can happen. Bloody hell, just pause in to take in the fact that Nesta said to Cassian, like, oh, I made a few changes while it happened as well, just in case, like, when we're gonna have a baby. I'm like, you've only just made up. They're not even, are they officially together? I guess they are kind of now, but whoa. I mean, if you told any boy that nowadays, they'd be like, see ya. Oh, that was a really nice ending with their father and stuff. Oh, I'm actually sad that it's ended now. Forget what it's like when you're reading a book that's really good and then it finishes. You're like, what am I going to read next? It's like 5 minutes later and I've just been sitting here like contemplating the fact that I don't have anything next to read. If anyone's got recommendations for stuff that's similar, then please tell me. Maybe I could try and think of some as well, like ones that I've already read, and do a video of like how to cure your fantasy book hangover. That was so good though. That was really good. I guess that's the end then. I don't really need to like do a summary like with my other ones because you've basically watched me as I've read it. But I hope you enjoyed the video and I will see you in the next one. Bye.